Welcome back, Love Tribe. It's Tracy with TR's Tarot Talk 1111. Don't mind my face. I just did a peel. I don't even know what it's called. I can't pronounce it. Hyaluronic acid peel. Anyhow, made my face all red, but it helps the skin a lot. So, guys, I tried so hard to do the live. We did manage to get the ritual done, but I couldn't do the reading. And then yesterday I had a bunch of stuff come up that I wasn't expecting. Couldn't do the reading either. And I did promise you guys that I would do a recorded version of it so that I don't even know what happened. It was not on my end. I literally had my phone and logged into YouTube, and like my internet was working fine. It had something to do with the live feed was stuck. It was just stuck. I couldn't end it. I couldn't, stop it and start a new one. It just turned and turned and turned. And so I ended up having to delete it, which is weird because then it reappeared. I think reappeared. I haven't watched it to see if it was the one I deleted, but I think it reappeared. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm here to do a collective reading on the current energies. Maybe Spirit wanted me to wait because the energy was about to shift. I don't know. So let's just do an energy reading on, and I'm not doing any announcements. You guys can go watch an old video for announcements. The only announcement is if you want a private reading, everything you need is in anything you need. Reading any of my announcements, they're all in the description box. But in the interest of saving time, I only have 45 minutes until Jesse gets here. So we're going to do a collective reading for the new moon in Virgo energies, or the current moment, because we're a couple days past it. And we are going to take a look at light workers and twin flames. Hopefully get it done before Jesse gets here. All right. Dear Mother, Father, God, please come into this space and bless it and make it holy ground. Surround us in the white light of love and protection, and cast my ego to the outside so that I may be a clear channel for spirit messages. We ask that you give us all the guidance that we need to help us get through the energies of the next 20 days or so till the next lunation. We ask that it be, and so it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm going to burn a little bit of Palo Santo here. Stuff that I normally do off camera, but during the live, we had that protection card come out, and I'm wondering if it wasn't darker forces. There are lots of magicians in this world, those who have good intention and those who do not. And so I do feel sometimes that even though we can't really see it, there is a war going on in the ethers between light and dark, and it's all energy work, right? So maybe it was energy that was trying to prevent the message from coming through. So we're just going to do it now. All right, Spirit, what is the general energy for those of us who are watching this video now or in the future? What is the current energies? There we go. Can I get one more, please? One more. Thank you. Woo. All right. That's nice. All right. So bottom of the deck, communication is key. So I'm hearing very clearly that's not for everybody, but for those of you who are on some kind of a spiritual mission where communication, like me, I'm a communicator. I'm actually a channeler, which is all about bringing communication through. So if you know that on your own journey at this time, there's something that is not being said that needs to be said, or there's clarity that needs to be had or given, don't let pride get in your way and communicate clearly. Under that is a time for healing. So we have hold your vision, fixed moon and work through your fears. So it is a time of shadow work for a lot of us. I know, I have done so much shadow work. I don't know how I'm ever going to do any more. And then boom, it hits me again. And I'm like, oh yeah, there's plenty still there to look at. And so if you've been in a place of needing clarity, or in a place of having to establish healthy boundaries and giving clarity, communication is the key. But you need to do it from an energy of love, not fear, right? Work through your fears before you communicate. Because if you don't, you'll probably communicate from a place of ego and pride instead of a place of love. So hold your vision. I'm feeling like Spirit saying, hold your vibration, right? Be in the vibration of love, not fear during this time. And you may have to work through some of your shadow. You might have another trigger, or you might get triggered or have another, I'm hearing like download, epiphany about places in your life where you've been reactive instead of proactive. And so if you find yourself being triggered in your pride or your ego, it's probably around something that you perceive as threatening. Scorpio energy, new moon in Scorpio. So, we're going to get more clarity on this. I'm going to give this a nice shuffle, and I'm going to get a card on each of these. If we could clarify with this other oracle deck, please, Spirit. The don't let pride get in your way for the collective. Ooh, happy, happy. Don't let pride get in the way of your happiness. Okay? Don't let your ego trigger you into resentment or your shadow. Go at it from a place of high vibration. What is this? Hold your vision, please. Flexible. All right. So hold your vision, but be flexible. So instantly, I got an analogy of that came to mind instantly. So I wrote a new mantra for my future to help me manifest the things that I want, right? Things that I desire, that I'm worthy of, and I'm not stealing or taking or diminishing anybody else's light by having it. So my new mantra, I mentioned in the other video, but I have no clue what even came through on those videos. But I wrote a mantra that says, everything I desire, I am worthy of. It is my natural inheritance as a creator source being. Okay. So everything I desire flows to me effortlessly through pathways known and unknown, seen and unseen. And I am open to receive and grateful. So, but the flexibility in that is not saying everything I desire, like a black truck with a lift kit, and because this is my dream truck, I always say this. I want a big Chevy black truck with a lift kit, nice tires and wheels. I want the tow package. I want the whole Monty, right? However, when I'm manifesting, what I'm actually saying is everything I desire flows to me effortlessly through channels or pathways, known and unknown, seen and unseen. That's being flexible. It's holding my vision for what I want, but it's being flexible on how it comes to me and in what shape, form, or pathway. So I don't know why, but the minute I saw that flexible over a fixed moon, that's like Spirit saying, well, yeah, you want to be fixated on your vision. You want to hold your vision, but you want to also be flexible so that it can come in ways that could surprise you, maybe in ways that could make you happier, happy. Okay. So work through your fears. What do we need to do for this during this lunation, please? Ooh, deep knowing. Ooh, 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 ooh. So if you get triggered, Spirit's saying you need to pull yourself back to the deep knowing, the wisdom, the place of spirituality, not that ego again, right? It's the deeper knowing that fear is not real. It's false evidence appearing real. It's a belief system. It's changing your belief system through a deeper knowing. Bottom of the deck is unfinished symphony. So that tells me there's some old behaviors, old patterns that we have been working on that might be triggered to do a little deeper healing around that, shadow work. There's cycles, right? Unfinished cycles that are closing out or being asked to be looked at for closing out. Changes in the way that we believe, being more flexible, trusting your intuition, knowing what you want and holding the vision. I like this energy. Let's clarify the don't let pride get in your way with happy, happy. Using another deck, please. Wisdom. There you go. That should have been under that deep knowing. But again, it comes back to, and I'm seeing owls, so it does have an awful lot to do with your inner innate knowing, that wisdom, right? God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, courage, because we got fear on the table, courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. I don't know why I had to quote scripture for you, but that's what I felt. So it says, wisdom, have you ever been told that you're wise beyond your years? Now is the time to call upon your inner fairy wisdom to help you with a challenge. It looks like the challenge is to come from a higher vibration, a higher perspective, not to allow your ego to pull you down into kind of like the gutter, right? You've learned so much, and triggers can sometimes throw all of our wisdom and knowledge right out the window. We become reactive, and it can take our happiness and our joy from us. And so I think that, during this lunation, you probably, with Scorpio energy, fixed energy, you're being shown by spirit that there are fixed belief systems that you have that may not be serving your highest and best vibration at this time. And so this is stuff but you're not tapping into, you're not using. Bottom of the deck, we got wisdom again, tree wisdom. This tree dryad will help you navigate through your current situation. Her flute can reveal insights and answers through the sounds it makes. So again, this is all about vibration. Sound is vibration. And so I feel like what Spirit's saying is that there is a very deep wisdom to the higher vibration that you have been cultivating and learning. And you may have to draw upon that wisdom and learn to be flexible, change some of your belief systems in order to come at it from a happier place or a fearful place. It's a choice, is what I'm seeing, is you have a choice to be flexible or to be rigid, to be proud and fearful, or to be happy and loving. All right, let's clarify the hold your vision and the flexible, please. Clarity on hold your vision and flexible. Stargazing. When you gaze at the stars, you give yourself fairy focus. Your intuition will flow more freely and reveal what you need to know about your situation. So again, this is about knowing, deep wisdom, where you focus and use your intuition. This is like what you're seeing in your creation, in your external creation. I think Spirit's saying there's a very, very good way for you to transmute that and create something different. But you're going to have to come at it from a place of vibration, love, and intuition, not fear, pride, and ego, okay? And stubbornness. All right, 1 for deep knowing and work through your fears. What do we need to know around deep knowing? Life energy. This came out, by the way, in the video the live that wouldn't finish. The happy fairy of sunshine brings lots of life-giving energy. She reminds you to shine your light and to reveal anything in the shadows that needs to be healed. I was feeling that there is something here this is Leo energy, reminds me of sun, right? Sun energy. And then we have life force energy, which is also sun energy. And so it feels to me like if there is something that has been draining your life force energy from you, it's probably because you have allowed your frequency to dip into that old paradigm, the old energy that we are creating differently now. We're getting out of fear, we're getting out of pride, we're getting out of stubbornness, and we are transcending by raising our vibration, and we're literally being taught by the planets and the stars, right? Higher wisdom, higher knowing coming in, available to us, regenerating our life force energy. But it does appear to be a choice, and we've got light at the bottom of the deck. The fairy queen of light comes to shed love and light into your current situation. They keep talking about your current situation. So I want you to lean into that. What is your current situation? And where can you be more flexible instead of rigid or stubborn? Where can you temper your pride and ego? Where can you come from a place of love instead of fear triggers? Because it's what your advice is, literally, is there's such beautiful energy here. We've got star energy, we've got tree wisdom, we've got wisdom, we've got deep knowing, we've got life force energy, we've got light on the bottom of the deck, we've got flexibility. And so these are all the answers to the situation. The situation is pride, stubbornness, fixed vision, and fear. And so the answer is you already hold within you the light. You're just not operating from it. Or this is, it's a general reading. I'm reading the general energies. So if this doesn't apply to you, that's because you're a powerful conscious creator and you've surpassed this. But this is a collective energy. So even if you're not in this situation, you could very well be tapped in energetically to the collective, and it could be draining your life force energy and making you feel depleted. And that's why in the original live, we got that protection card, right? I was talking about being very careful with what you're putting out into the world energetically, because it will come back on you in the form of good karma or bad karma, depending on what it is you're creating. So, I just feel like the light is being attacked by the dark, and it has been for a while now. And it's, darkest before the dawn. And so if you're intuitive, deep knowing, tree wisdom, if you're intuitive, then you already are feeling the collective energies of fear and pride and all the crap that's going on in the world that we're not really, as light workers, supposed to be focusing on. We're supposed to be focusing on the happiness and the sun and vibration. And so if anything triggers you during this month to knock you out of your path of high vibration, then your advice is to go within and to seek inner knowing and guidance and ask your guides and your higher self to replenish you. And it's to be like the wind, when you're in a storm, if you're rigid, hold your vision. If, we are in the midst of a storm. If you're in the midst of a storm and you're rigid, you're going to be broken. But if you're flexible, then you're going to just weather the storm in a much better way, is what I'm getting. All right, so let's put these back. And that's your advice. You need to come at it from a place of inner knowing. You need to come at your problems, whatever they are, because they could be anything. We're reading collective energy. It could be fear around the pandemic. It could be fear around your transformation. It could be fear around relationships. It could be fear around your job and safety and security. It could be people in your life that are toxic, that are triggering you. It could be anything. It's collective energy. So your situation is unique to you, but the energy is not unique to you. It seems to be in the collective. So the best thing to do is to be as high vibrational as you can be, to be flexible, to trust your inner knowing and your intuition, and to just be the light, right? Life force energy. What's happening out there does not fill our cup. It does not make our light brighter. We generate that shit from inside. And so when things are the darkest is when you need to shine the brightest. All right. So now I'm going to move into light workers. Let's find out what is going on energetically for the light workers, which is part of the collective. So I do expect some repeat energy, but maybe not. I'm looking for my light seers deck. Oh, there you are. I'm going to be using you. I'm going to be using you. I'm going to be using you. Anything else, Spirit, you want to use for the light workers? Yes. Thank you. Ooh, they want lots of decks for the light workers. All right. So this is going to be a little bit longer than the other one. Let's get general theme energy for the light workers at this time, please. Light workers is a generic term that I use for those who are on the ascension, who resonate with being here to initiate change. Even if you don't initiate, or even if you don't resonate with being a light worker, if you resonate with wanting to create change, my guess is you're a light worker. And the fact that you found my channel probably solidifies the fact that you have a mission. All right. General energies for ground crew. Luck is on your side. New moon in Sagittarius. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. And oh, look, and it's all new moons, and it's new moon in Virgo. Yes. Beautiful. A time to give rather than take. Huh. Bottom of the deck, even after all that shuffling, is fixed moon. Hold your vision. So that's pretty cool, considering I shuffled. All right, let's clarify. All right, they're saying use this deck again. Let's clarify these cards. With the luck is on your side. What is this all about? What luck? What is on our side as ground crew? Ooh, Skittles. Higher power. Absolutely. Oh, I got chills all the way down my back. So a higher power, we are divinely supported, right? Luck isn't on our side. Divine Source is on our side. And if there's a battle going on and you've got anybody you can ask to be on your side, Source is the one that I would want on my side. That gave me goosebumps. All right. Your hard work is paying off. New moon in Capricorn. Between worlds. So we are the bridge. We are the bridge, just period. I was looking for another word to put behind that. Spirit's like, no, we are the bridge. We are literally, the light workers are helping. We went through this ourselves, right? We've got one foot in each world. We're creating this fifth dimension, vibrant, beautiful, high vibrational life place, right? And here's that third density, which is dying dramatically and quickly. And so we are the way showers. We are literally holding the line, right? We've got one foot in, one foot out, and we are bridging the gap. We are energetically holding space for all those who will come and cross over. So our hard work is paying off there. We are literally awakening people with our very essence. Whether you're doing it with a conscious awareness and mission work, or if you're just doing it by being the light, it's our hard work is literally bringing people across the bridge. Ooh, bottom of the deck is the fates. Yeah, baby. All right, let's just give that a shuffle again. All right, a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo, which is what we just had. That was profound. All right, time to go. There's the bridge. There's the bridge right there. And it's like a time to give rather than take. That Spirit saying you are literally giving your life force energy to be the bridge, right? Thereby allowing other people to cross into that portal. Time to go. So there is an exodus. I've been being told about this for a while now. There is a mass exodus happening, just like in biblical times, where people are choosing the ascension. They are leaving third density and moving toward fifth density, right? The fourth density is the yoni. It's the bridge. It's the in-between. There is the in-between worlds, where pure creation, 0 point energy, it's zero, right? It's the brand new beginning. It represents nothing, but it also represents the potential to be everything or anything. Bottom of the deck is loyal heart. So Spirit is basically telling you that your love and your loyalty and your high vibration is the key. I'm seeing keys at the top in the flag. You guys are the keys. The light workers are the keys to the new dimension, to the new world, to the new portal, to the new world. And your loyalty is highly appreciated. Under that, it's time for a nap. Spirit's like, rest and be held when you feel like, do your work, but when you're depleted, when you're protect your energy. Thank you, Spirit. Protect your energy. When you need to re-energize yourself, you need to go back to source for that higher power. Your source of energy, life force energy, light, does not come from people or experiences. It comes from a higher source. And so when you're feeling tired and depleted, rest and be held and allow yourself to regenerate, to rest, to care for yourself, to fill your cup back up. And we have a leg up underneath that because we are literally, oh, I'm not going that deep. Yeah, that's for the next reading. That's for the twins. So your advice, light workers, is, well, first of all, it doesn't feel like advice. A lot of it feels like an applause. It's like Spirit is saying, you know, your loyalty, your ability to help others, to give people a leg up, takes a lot of time and energy from you. And it feels like Spirit is saying, protect that energy. Come to us. Come to Source to re-energize yourself. Luck and higher power is on your side. We're winning, guys. The light is winning. The light already won. It was prophesied billions of eons ago. I don't even know. But your hard work is paying off, and it's okay to rest when you need to rest. And understand that you're between worlds too. It's not just people that you're helping. You are the bridge. You are the bridge. You are holding the portal open for those who are crossing over. And your service is greatly appreciated, is what I'm hearing. A time to give rather than take. You volunteered for this. You came here in an act of service to the collective. That's the Virgo energy, right? Virgos are notorious for being in service to the higher collective. And so it's time, it's time, it's time. I'm hearing time, right? Time is not real. Time is an illusion, and light workers are mastering the time, mastering time. And so we are creating and holding space for others to cross that bridge. And it's time for a lot of them. A lot of them are choosing this time to make that quantum leap, right? It's like an accumulation of light, which is knowledge, wisdom, it accumulates so much in the body that there becomes a tipping point where we just quantumly jump timelines. And you went first, is what I'm hearing. You went first, and you're holding that portal open so others see the portal. You're holding the portal open so other people can cross. Those who chose this time to go, you are there holding the door. All right. Luck is on your side. Sentimental fool. The fool's wisdom. Make life happen now. So you're creating. And the funny thing is, like, this fool is looking at the old ways, right? The old memories, nostalgia, things that used to be. And sometimes, for me personally, it doesn't feel like we're creating something new, although it's new to this density, but it's actually a return to what has always been, what the what is, right? The source. It's a return to source. It's people missing God, missing source, missing the fundamental values on which our experiences have been created. Sometimes, I guess what I'm trying to say is, you have to know what you don't want to know what you do want. And therefore, you have to do that life review, right? You've got to look at everything, get your little memory book out and look at everything so that you can create what you want by knowing, a deep knowing, what you don't want. So a lot of people will be experiencing a life review type energy, nostalgia. Everything's in retrograde, right? There's like 6 planets or something in retrograde. I don't think Mercury is yet, but we're in the pre-shadow, which is just as bad from an energetic point of view. I mean, look what happened to our live feed, right? So make life happen now using a higher power, knowing the higher power is supporting you on creating that life, that new life, and holding the door for others to create who are already creating it too. All right, clarify the hard work is paying off and between worlds, please. The fearful, the fool's wisdom, laugh at your fears. Okay, your hard work is overcoming those fears. It's moving out of fear into love, right? Laugh at your fears, realize that they are something of your own making. And it's really, I'm seeing this fool hiding behind the tree. It's like when you're faced with a whole new world, no matter how beautiful it looks, there are times when you fear the newness. You fear moving out of your comfort zone, moving beyond the known into the unknown, right? So your hard work is literally overcoming your fears in order to be the way shower, in order to be the light, you know, creating the change that you want to see in the world takes a lot of courage and inner strength and wisdom. And so, you know, laugh at your fears. It's a number 10. It's 19 breaks down to a 10, which breaks down to a 1. Again, it's creation. It's going from 0 point energy to creating potential from the potential, something solid. And it has to be done by courage. You can't move into higher vibration from a vibration of fear. All right, clarify a time to give rather than take and time to go. Clarity, please. Ooh, the powerful. Call upon divine power. That's beautiful, guys. That's a number 7, too. 7s are all about the next step, right? Bottom of the deck is be creative, the artful, which I'm just hearing. You are a creator being from a creator race, from the original creator. You are creating this new world. We all are co-creating with intent and by using higher power, right? Sorry, I'm sitting on my nightgown. It's pulling it all down. So, yeah, be creative, right? Call upon divine power to help you create this portal, this opportunity. I'm going to get you some more. Let's get from the Beyond Lemuria Oracle deck. Advice for the light workers, please. Advice at this lunation. Too many. Advice at this lunation for the light workers. The deck wants to talk, but I'm not taking big chunks. Can we get one card, please, Spirit? One card for guidance for the light workers. Guidance for the light workers, please. Clear, concise messages. Oh my God, they just want to come out in a chunk. All right. I'm hearing take it. Didn't want this to be a 2-hour reading. Jesse will be home here any minute. So we've got the Earth Star Chakra initiation. This is what's happening in the collective for those who chose the Ascension. This is an initiation. We already had our initiation. We are the way showers. We are the bridge, you know, we are the bridge. I keep wanting to put another word or descriptive beyond that. And Spirit's like, no, right there. You are the bridge. Okay. And people are leaving the old paradigm, and they're doing it through our light, we are guiding them. We are creating the experience. So you're standing at a gateway into the unknown. That's what people are facing. We are the gateway. We're holding that gate open. Okay. With trust in your heart. Laugh at your fears. Ancient remembering in your soul, higher power, divine power. You have access to the seat of creation. Right here, the yoni is the seat of creation. The spark of existence and the codes that hold the blueprints of who and what we are. This place is clear and grounded, despite moving through multi-dimensional realms, see, jumping timelines, and able to bridge worlds. Holy shit, that's why Spirit wanted me to take these. This place is clear and grounded, despite moving through multi-dimensional realms, and able to bridge worlds while functioning in physical reality. Both worlds. You got one foot in both worlds. The higher you reach for the divine, higher power, divine power, and the realms of spirit, the more important it is to anchor deeply into the earth. Okay, so your earth star chakra, grounding. It's like you can't ascend fully because you already did that. Been there, bought the t-shirt and the beer koozie, right? You volunteered to come here to teach others how to do it. So you're not here for you to ascend. You're here to help others ascend. You are an ascended being. You're just going through a remembrance beyond the mind, right? The mind moves us through the logistics of life so we can function in the world. However, endless mental chatter, self-doubt, limiting stories, subconscious programs can keep us all in our suffering. Step outside mind-based limitations, laugh at your fears. Looking at things in an overly logical way will hinder you and obstruct access to your superpowers, divine power. The past may be running you. There's that sentimental fool. The past may be running you and making your mind spin, so you cannot clearly see what is really in front of you. Consider what your heart and your gut are telling you. What would the situation at hand feel like if you released all fears, laugh at your fears, and worries? Are these concerns even yours? So that's, again, a confirmation that you could be picking up the collective energies, right? That's why you have to fill your own cup and protect your life force energy, because we are empaths by nature. We are feeling into the collective, which could be making us feel tired. But we have mission work. And so, rest and be held when you need to rest and be held, and be active and hold the door, hold the frequency, because see, to leave third density to go into fourth density or fifth density, we have to be a vibrational match to it. It's not an actual door that you can just walk through because you choose it. You have to actually do the work. You have to do the inner work, the healing of your fears and your shadows, in order to become a vibrational match to it. And so your hard work, your inner work, is paying off. And you are now in the in-between and transmuting fear, not just for you, but for the collective. So next we have Mount Shasta. Aware Lemuria would be destroyed Its people traveled to other parts of the globe. Mount Shasta was one place they journeyed to. There are tales of unusual phenomenon and multidimensional beings living inside the mountain. This card is about origins, and the image is the seed crystal this deck is based around. Honor and look more deeply into your ancestry, both your bloodline and your etheric lineage. Do you have an affinity with any star beings? Connecting with them might allow you greater insight into your traits, your strengths, and challenges. The sacred places you feel attracted to may have an intuitive message for you. Now, I'm hearing that that is the seekers. There are those that have already kind of come to the bridge and are acting as the bridge. And then there are those that are being drawn, energetically being drawn, magnetized to these portals, which are all over the place, not just Mount Shasta. So honor the calling, and so you're going to be one of two. You're going to be, like the piper, where you're leading people in vibration, because music is vibration, leading people to the portal, or you can resonate with being the bridge, the actual person holding space, holding the vibration of, in order to allow those who are a vibrational match to actually make the crossing. So we have loving compassion. That's the vibration. That is the vibration of unconditional love, God's compassion, without fear, without density. So bring more love to a situation, whether it is toward yourself or someone connected to your question, if you have a question. There may be a need for forgiveness or for seeing things from a fresh, more expansive perspective. Remember, you are loved and have unlimited access to the gentle yet transformational force of loving compassion as and when you need it. To bring yourself back into your heart, think about those you love and moments with them, again, sentimental, where you have felt joy. Expand this feeling out to more and more people, creatures, and places until the whole planet is infused with this beautiful, warm, loving feeling. That's for those of you who resonate with being the pipers, right? The doo-doo-doo. We're just going to be sounding and projecting the vibration out to allure those who are ready to choose it, those who want it, right? So this is Starseer. Have you ever headed toward a specific destination, but instead of it being where you ended up, the journey was actually the catalyst for getting you where you were meant to go? Have you ever felt nothing was working out as planned, and then it came together perfectly? This card depicts intuition. Yeah. Divine power. Higher knowing. So this card depicts intuition as a goddess lifting us to see where we are going, the stars she sees in us. The journey may not go as planned, but the outcome is better than you thought possible. Let the serendipities unfold. Allow space for unexpected opportunities. Even when the route is not as direct as you imagine, listen to your intuition and know you've got this. That's part of that collective energy, is that's what's happening. People who are stuck in fixed energy, comfort zone, pride, ego, fear, they're not going to weather this storm as easily as those who are flexible and in flow and trusting that even though they think they know the path, they may not actually be on the path. So intuitively, you have to allow spirit to guide you toward that path. I don't know. Now that some of you are just awakening, and some of you are literally being called by the piper to cross the bridge. or to become another aspect of the bridge, because they channel it to me like you stand on what, like those swing bridges that you see between two mountains, right? With water underneath. It's like, you wonder, how did they build that bridge? I mean, it's so vast, and yet it's just rope and boards. And Spirit said, well, fearlessness and courage. You put one plank, you throw your rope to the other side where somebody else tethers, and then you've got your ropes, and you put one board down, and you step on that board, and then you put the next board down. And there could be somebody from the other side, which I would consider source or higher power, right? Divine power, building from the other end and toward the middle. And so that's how the bridge is made. And so some of you are being called toward your calling, your mission. Others are actually holding the vibration and the portal and the bridge for those who are being called to cross over. All right, it's getting difficult. So be creative. You are a creator being. I was going to use the Light Seers Tarot, or not Light Seers Tarot, the Work Your Light Oracle, as the last one, but I'm only taking 2 cards because my son's going to be here. He comes in like a little cyclone. He's hungry. He wants to tell me about his day, and I want to be able to be there for him. So we're going to do this quickly. Jeez Louise. I feel like I already channeled quite a bit for twins. So we're just going to do a quick energy check-in for the twins, because I feel like I already really channeled a lot during that live. If you haven't seen it, go watch it, even though it's a mess. But it's all about the masculines are tired of being disrespected and not appreciated in the karmic situations they've created for themselves. And so they're going through a transformation of deciding, making choices, big choices about their future, on whether they are happy where they're at or if they need to make changes. And the feminines are literally going through the Virgo energy of self-love, nurturing, creating, organizing, service-oriented. They're taking the energy off of their masculines and placing it on themselves and the collective, not just themselves, but the collective. They're being the divine feminine. They're nurturing the collective, right? They're on mission and allowing the masculine to evolve. So honor the separation and honor the struggle, because both are creating change in the places it needs to. So I'm not really going to do a twin flame thing today. I will do a twin flame check-in probably tomorrow, or the next day we'll do just a twin flame reading. I got to go. So I'm going to do light workers again, please. Advice for the light workers at this time. Clarify. 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 There's that protection again. I'm telling you, it's very heavy energy right now. So bottom of the deck is all paths lead home. And a lot of us have been missing home, right? But home is just around the corner. It's where we're guided. I mean, we left home to come here to help guide other people home. So inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. And we have that paired up with inner temple, which is devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. We have breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Okay, so that's changing your perspective. It's my will. So we've been trained to believe that we are victims of divinity, God, right? God is thine will be done. And then we have my will, which is the little ego self, right? And so the breath of the cosmos is all about understanding the difference between God's will and the ego's will, and being in flow, breath, right? Flow with the divine plan, the divine will of God, which is home. It's source. It's where we all came from. And God is within us, not external to us. So tune in to God, which is in here. All right. Then we have this protection with the Council of Light. It says, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. And then we have Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. So we are helping people. We need to protect ourselves because we are in the midst of a war where we are literally helping other people to be in that flow, right? Home, all paths lead home. Birthing creations, tapestry of life expression, the seven sisters, that's the Pleiades. And Akash, your guidance is divinely guided, right? The Akasha. So this is all about the divine plan. It's happening. And we are part of the divine plan. We are bridging the gap. We are calling home those who choose to ascend. But we need to protect ourselves because our work is not unseen and unknown by the dark forces. They know what we're doing, just like we know what they're doing. And so there will be resistance, and not just from darker forces, but fear itself takes on a life of its own, becomes a demon, becomes an entity. It's a thought form, right? And people have a lot of fears, and those fears can literally be activated to resist the change, to resist the call. And so by being light, we help people to overcome those fears so that they can move toward home, right? Become one again. We're reunifying. We are finding union with God's source energy, which is not external to us, but is literally within us, part of us, the inner temple. So we have so much help, so much guidance, so much protection. The Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. But their advice to us as light workers and starseeds is to protect our energy. We are birthing creations and weaving the tapestry of life through expression. And we are guidance. So we have our guidance and we are guidance for others. And all paths lead back to home, which is source. It's not a place. It's a vibration, which leads to a universe that is experiential. Anything else, Spirit? Let's just get a postcard from Spirit and we'll call this one. I will be doing a twin flame reading in the next day or so. I'm out of town Friday and Saturday. So if you are a Patreon, you're going to get your readings. I'll probably make those tonight and upload the 2 that I promised you in one night, unfortunately, because I'm out of town Friday, I'm out of town Saturday, and then I'm here Sunday. So maybe I'll do one tonight and one on Sunday. Because Sunday I'll probably do my coffee chat because I'll be done with my weekend, and I'll have things to talk about. All right, so dearest you, we are gathering our magic together to help you celebrate your new beginning. You're stepping into a new version of your life, getting to tell a new story as you create it. Doesn't it feel like spring when the urge to expand wells up inside you from a primal place? The form of what you are growing into has yet to take its shape, and it is exciting to experience this new and fresh beginning. It's normal to feel both push and pushback when entering any new kind of relationship. It's okay to admit you don't really know what to expect. What you can know is it's time to dive in and allow that new version of life to take its shape through you on behalf of your partner in life, which is spirit. You have made it to a new level of awakening and contributing, and we are so excited to see where this will take you next. It's taking you home. All right. I love you guys. I'm going to leave that there, and I'll do a twin flame reading probably tonight. And then on Sunday, I don't know. I'll figure it out. But everybody's going to get their videos, okay? I love you. Namaste.